Unspecified Volume 1 is my first crack at music as a producer and as like a solo project, just like, you know, with me and my peers, my collaborators that are in the independent world. And I wanted to do something completely different because everybody said you need to have a sound. And I make most of everything. So like with my friends, obviously they're also so fantastic. So my sound is just me, and I just thought I don't need to have a particular sound and do a particular pop thing or a particular rock thing. I'm gonna do everything because that's the whole point of this, and I want to make some music that is different than today, because I feel like today is very pigeonholed in a lot of different ways. So I just wanted to make some music that was different and a little bit more true to me, and I'm so scatterbrained, so that really fits what works in my overall artistry. I've always done very similar acoustic things in the past in a very singer-songwriter way, and I will continue to do that because I love that so much. But I love rock music, and I love pop music, and I love so many different types of music. And I didn't think I want to neglect those paths, and I wanted to bring it all together on one kind of interesting concoction of sound.
I don't really wanna live more. You tell me that I got so much to see, but you don't really know me. I was born into a prison.
There was a particular song, the first song that I led with was called If I Could, and it's about suicide. It's about a feeling that I had that was very real, and I have dealt in the past with this numerous times, and I have spoken to so many people that have had the same issues, and it's a constant battle, and I wrote a song about it, and everyone told me not to release it first. And my response to that was, this is definitely the first thing that I'm releasing. Because if everybody says, don't do this because there's just controversy or you might just hit the wrong note, I wanted to hit a note, and that's the whole point of the song. It's about to start a social commentary. So that's why I led with that song first. But there wasn't really a method to the madness. It was just what I was feeling and saying, hey, you know, I love this one, let's just do this next. It was a therapy, and sometimes I identify with it and sometimes I really don't. It's a very hard song to sing because of that. Sometimes life is fantastic, you know, and I think life is mostly always fantastic. You just have to understand what is going on and be grateful for that, and just and go with the ebbs and flows of it. But sometimes it's harder, and those are the times that I really identify with what I'm singing. A lot of people reached out and said they feel the same way. There were a lot of my closest friends were not surprised at all. They know, they've known me for a very long time. So it's more along the lines of people that you love that aren't always seeing you at your worst. They're seeing you when you're out and about and you're socializing and you're having a great time. They don't realize the depths of where your mind can go. And those are the people that were really stunned by it within my social circle. But yeah, a lot of people, a lot of fans reached out. They loved the song. I was very touched by the response of it. And yeah, that's why that was the first release of the singles. And I think that it went well. Sober was another song that I released, and it was about love, but not being drunk in love. And then there was Heroin, and Heroin came out, and people really loved Heroin. And Heroin is also a love song. It's about, you know, a feeling. I met someone, and they were with someone else, and it was like this forbidden thing. You can't do it, or you can, but you can't. And it didn't last. But there was something really special about it, and it's about what could have been, and what I've noticed, and all the different circumstances that come along with it. Besides for that, it was just a creative way of putting it together. Heroin wasn't like, it was so weird the way that it was like a song about suicide, a song called Sober, but it wasn't about being sober literally. It was about love being sobering, and then Heroin comes out, and it's you know, it's not heroin, like as in with an E at the end of it. It's like the euphoric drug. So it's, but it was all a creative canvas. It wasn't, much of it wasn't literal. So yeah, it depends on how you take it though. In terms of Volume 2, Volume 2 is going to start coming out August, September time with the first single from that. And it's definitely gonna be a zinger. And then I'm going to continue to try to create a social commentary. I want people to think about what I'm saying. I want people to actually look at the lyrical content and identify with it. So that's the main goal of Volume 2, and it's going to be all over the space in terms of rock and pop and singer-songwriter and rap and so many different influences going on that album. Fans can find me at eric-.com or eric-, E-R-I-C-D-A-S-H on Instagram or wherever. Just type it in Google and you'll see me. Hi, my name is Eric Dash, and you've just been buzzed.